YouTube, Poison Dart Frog Hobbyist. This is Bradley and I'm here with another video for you guys. In my last video, I told you guys I was going to build up this nice 36-inch high, 18-inch wide, 18-inch deep Zoo-Med Skyscraper. I picked this up from the White Plains Reptile Expo. I got right to work. I finished it in about 6 or 7 days. I can't really remember. I didn't want to bore you guys and keep on showing you guys every little step of the foaming and all of the Titebond because I have multiple videos on this. So just wanted to show you guys what I did for this one, and let's get into that footage. Excuse all this background noise. I have a filter going off in this turtle tank as well as the fans on my exos to the right. So let's just get started. We're not going to need this, and I'm definitely going to use this. Break that up into a bunch of pieces. Break this thing up by hand. That's how we'll be starting this build though. Only thing that sucks about this stuff is it's just flat, but whatever. It will definitely do the trick. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section about the Zoo-Med's Skyscraper. This thing has some tape on it. That's what we didn't want to happen. Okay, that came up pretty well. Let's get this thing out of here. And here's more of the Indonesian wood. Definitely going to go look in the basement to see what else I have. I don't know what these plastic pieces are for, but I guarantee you that I'm not going to need them. Cocoa head. That silicone looks like it's pretty good, but we could definitely reinforce that bad boy with a little bit more GE1 here. GE1. Advice says not to use the GE2. The mold inhibitor. Yeah. I'll definitely just reinforce this. It's not going to be crazy smelly because this is a big open area. Do not do this in a small area. It could be harmful to your frogs. Wow, what's going on here? Definitely want to place a bead around your tank. So that way you don't have any leaks. Get a little bit up there. I mean, this should be good. Shouldn't experience any garbage. I haven't experienced any leaks, but you know, once you finish, you're finished, and you don't want to have to do this over again. Man, this thing is getting freaking wet. Do I have to clean this up? Nah, I really don't. But I want to make sure that everything is together and good. Find a little tub somewhere. Just use your finger to get on in there. See what we have there? And you guys see. So, look, just glide your finger across. You don't want to have a leak. Okay, so that part's looking good. Let's get to the egg crate. So it's pretty easy to measure this out. All you just have to do is this. Then you cut it. I don't want to have to show you guys like how to do this. And in this tank, I'm going to slope it again, just like in these tanks. And I'm not going to do this for the most part. I don't want to have to spray and do all of that stuff in the front of the tank. So I'll be right back. You guys don't need to see this. Too much of this from me. Okay, so I have this thing on the slope that I want it on. You want to cut it out a little bit bigger than the top, and then you know, you can make it smaller. There could be some room on the sides. It does not have to fit flush. So, because if you basically have it too big, then it's not going to fit, of course. You don't want to have it too small, but just a little bit bigger. And you get yourself some PVC piping. Like there's videos, I'll definitely link one in the top for you guys. PVC piping, not exactly this one, but it looks like this without like this part, just the clear part or whatever. All you gotta do is cut it. Use some wire cutters. Let me just pull this out. Stop being lazy. Okay, so yeah, so this is the look that you want. Just use your wire cutters and you're straight. So now I'm going to get my weed blocker and add the weed blocker to this. What the heck is this again? I'm hungry as hell. I need to eat. Add the weed blocker to your egg crate. So I'll be back with that in a moment. I'm not going to show you guys this process. I will definitely have a card pop up on the screen so you guys can know what to do. Click that link. It'll be right there. What you want to do is just fit this bad boy in. Make sure it's good. And then when that's good, you're good. So let's just add this on. I should have ripped that other piece up. Oh, I think I might have. So, fit that in there. Make sure it's good. And now we could hit this up with the great stuff. Okay, so I have the multi-purpose black great stuff. This is not the ponding stone. I really don't use the ponding stone, nor do I recommend using it because it peels from the glass. So I'm just going to use this at the front and the sides of the tank since it's open, because what I don't want to happen is the straw dries up and then I can't use it anymore. I was being foolish and I forgot to show me doing this part. So this is basically the like the little pond area, or what's going to be the pond area. Just line these 2 pieces of Indonesian driftwood up and we'll flatten all of this stuff out. And then I think I'm going to do a side first. I think I'm going to do this side first. It should be like pretty easy, pretty quick to do. So that's about it. Next, okay. So I have my wood set up the way I want it, and it's the same thing as the Exoterra. Basically, you just don't want to get too close with the foam to the door. So don't go all the way over there. That's pretty basic. I hope I'm not like messing you guys up. All my moves. Let me see if I got this right. Aim the camera down a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay, so let's get foaming this up. Be careful with the door. And be careful foaming. There you go. Oh. Stuff came out a bit wild. Take your time along the top edge. Don't go too heavy over there. And once you do that part, then you put foam away. Just squeeze the trigger a little hard. Like that one. You know, sometimes you have to prop your wood pieces up on something. So on this one, I use the top of the great stuff. To position my Indonesian driftwood the way I want. Then I come back and hit that up later. Then I'm good. This is almost done. Gotta be real careful with this door, man. Especially when it's on the floor. And I'm in a real tight place. Now, you don't want your knee to hit the door and break the door. Then you'll have to find a whole nother door. That's as far as I'm gonna go there. I'll go a little bit over here. Give this stuff like an hour at least to dry. An hour to dry to the touch, so I can squeeze the air out of it. That's what I mean. You don't want to get foam on anything that you have next to your wall. That doesn't look good. I mean, you don't want to get the foam, any foam on whatever you have holding up your wood. Alright, almost done with this. I'm sorry, got in the way. Almost done. Go to the mark? Yeah. Alright, so we're almost done here. The can is kind of running dry. Okay, I think that is about it for this can. I'll try to squeeze a little bit more out. That's it. Can't get any more out of this thing. So, there we go. This is smooth. So far, so good. Gotta let these pieces dry. I mean, well, around the wood pieces dry. And then I gotta remove the stuff I have propping this stuff up. Okay, so getting into this, I'm about to flip this to the other side. I'm gonna stand it up first so you guys can see what it looks like. I need to do like one more spot there, but I could do that another time. That's like small work. So bear with me. Okay, for the most part, I think I should have put this piece of wood, this one right here, a little bit closer towards the glass. And that's what there's a substrate barrier to separate the substrate from the water. And let me flip this to the other side and get busy. Let's go, wait, let me just go this side so you guys can see it better. So yeah, that's that. Moving on. Let me see which way I want this thing to go. I'll take it that way. What I want my cork. take one cork that way. Okay, so I'm gonna grate this in. I gotta get this thing to stay up. This is a pane and a half. So let's get this done quickly. Oh yeah, okay, I'm recording. Thank goodness. Now this is a hassle, getting to that other side on over there. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. Gotta make my pieces of wood stand up. This is a lot. It's a lot of work. I'll try to make you guys, try to give you a better view. This can is almost done. You can wait about like 5 to 6 hours. And the gray stuff is ready. Like you can flip it, no problem. Let me see. This is not. I feel like this black stuff, it dries a little bit slower. Alright, this can is done. Gotta move on to the next game before I go play basketball. Okay, so I got this nice big piece of driftwood in. Excuse me, ghostwood, and I got a cork round in. Just ordered this stuff from Any Herp. Now it's time for me to get to work. Start with the top. Oh, this thing has like a. It's probably gonna shoot out. Oh, yucks. Alright, it's not that bad. Real nasty. That's all you gotta shake it up. It's a little bit yellow and bubbly. Okay. This stuff is definitely doing whatever it wants to do right now. This is from the last video. Or the other day. Alright. So I hope this holds up. That should hold up. This stuff is not called great stuff or nothing. Oh man. It's gonna look a bit funny, but can you get more over here, sir? Talking to my son, the camera guy for today. Haven't used him in a while. Can't see anything over here. Get more into. Yeah, right up there. Sorry. This stuff is tricky, man. Especially when you don't want to get it on the wood. Have to flatten that stuff out. I think I should be good. I'm getting all of this good stuff over here. He's sorry. Let's see what this stuff is looking like. See what it's looking like. Okay, that should. That's good. Alright. Okay, now it is time. Now it is time for. It's still on? Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay. I'm starting it over. Okay, so. Alright, I got this Titebond 3 as well as tree fern substrate. Put the camera up a little bit over, yeah, about there. It's time to add my background mix. put more glue than water. I don't have any exact measurements, but there should definitely be a lot of consistency with the water. Let's aim back down here. That's about it. Good, thank you. Shout out to my cameraman, my son. He's 14 years old. Hopefully he'll be into this camera stuff one day. Frogs he doesn't have to be into. It's not for everybody. Gotta definitely pack this stuff right on in. Get all the edges. Can get more over here. Oh, you're in the light. Step over to the right. Alright. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the edges. I'm not going to do this whole thing for you guys, because I always do the whole thing and I don't want to bore you and make a super long video. But I'm definitely gonna pack it in on the edges. Get that stuff out the way. There may be clumps, so definitely don't put the clumps on the edges. You might have to go over the edges again. I like to like once I foam, I like to flatten out the edges so they just fit right on in there without any foolery, anything bad. I just take little pieces. Get right in the nooks and crannies. I only have like 2 more builds. Let me see. Yep, 2 more builds left, and I'm all done. Get this horrible floor fixed. And then probably have like a big meeting on Sunday. See how it all works out. Definitely opening up Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Some golden tickets. Inviting everybody. Bring your own bottle. Schedule it months in advance, and it'll be beautiful. Okay. This stuff is definitely saturated. I'm gonna definitely have this stuff very much saturated and take this on the floor. I'll mess up my little piece of furniture off here. Oh, no, it's good. This is the hardest part. Foaming is like, it's easy. It's just like this stuff is the hard part. When we're done, you definitely hit this with the fan, and that's all she wrote. But you want to get around the wood because you don't want to like mess up the aesthetics of the wood. Get all this glue and other stuff on the wood. That's what you don't want to do. You gotta just definitely pack that in. Real nice. Alright, we'll get in there. I'll do like the bottom parts of this. Man, this thing has a crack in it. For some reason, I was like foolish and I threw away a real good shoebox. I threw away 2 shoeboxes. I don't know why I did that. That was real silly of me. And this is cracked, so I don't want this Titebond over my stuff. I'm going to have merchandise on the way. So I'm going to do a giveaway to somebody in the US. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna show you guys. That's all I'm just gonna show you guys here. I'm not gonna like keep going. So I'll just show you guys like the finished product, but stay tuned. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this build because it's definitely going to be one of the last few builds that I will be building because I just have no more room for any other tinks. Like I'm all tinked out. I did this pretty fast. Like I think I'm doing pretty, I made some real good progress, especially like rocking out with the fans. You definitely need fans when you're dealing with Titebond 3 because it'll definitely take you up to 2 to 3 weeks if you don't use a fan. Like the fan cuts the process down dramatically, about 85 to 90%. And I just want to take the time out to acknowledge a frogger that has passed away in a very tragic accident, Melissa Witt. She passed away with her fiance and his mom out in Africa. They were doing a safari in Kenya, and it was a plane crash. It's one of those small planes. Everybody in the plane, unfortunately, didn't make it. And she is a very, very good friend to me. The last time I think I seen her was either Memorial Day or the 4th of July. I can't really remember, but she came to pick up some flies. Very high-spirited person. She was very much into her frogs. She was actually the first female that I've met that dealt with frogs, and that was like amazing to me. She's like the first female in the New York City frog group that I met. She was an artist. She was a DJ, and she had just finished running the New York City Marathon in November. Like, this was a great person. Very, very tragic loss. Her last build was a biopod, and she kept her looks. She was like very into her looks. So, you know, I just want to take the time out to acknowledge her, very good friend, and like, I just wish that she could just like hit my phone or come on Facebook and be like, oh no, that wasn't me. But definitely lost a good person. So that's it. Until next time, like, don't dislike, comment, subscribe, and enjoy your frogs. Thank you.